Hi guys, welcome back to the Game of Muscle YouTube channel, of course, live and in your face. We're testing out some new settings with the old VR headset and some new OBS settings. I'm going to be doing some Assetto Corsa, new VR chat room. We'll just see how it works, we'll see how it goes. This is going to be a really chilled out session. Hi Jan Olsen, hi Pixelated Mess. Hi, Mr. Tom Tom. Let's see what happens. Hey, loads of people just piling in. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday to you guys. So let's see what happens here. We've got Assetto Corsa up. I think I'm just going to start off by joining some public servers. I'm using this Hello V chat room, which I haven't tested before, along with Restream. So we'll see how it goes. Project Cars 2 does have VR support, yeah, but I've not tried it myself. Not VR, triple screen support, and it does have tweaks that you can do to it as well. But I've not tried it myself, so we'll have to test that with the final one. Well, I won't be able to test it because I don't have three. Well, I do have 3 screens, but I don't have them on my sim rig. For me, it's VR or 1 screen at the moment. Hey everyone that's joined, Miguel Salsu, Fimbale, Atagi Productions, Selvin Corku asked the question. Yes, hello everybody. Now let's find out if this works. Chances are it won't, but you never know until you try. If any of you want to join public server, feel free to join in with us. I'm just on the server list at the moment in AC. So there's a nice server we can join. Shelby Cobra SC, qualifying 7 minutes, 15 lap race. That could be fun. No, that's going to be a disaster, isn't it? Let's have a look. Lotus 98T at Spa. Well, qualifying's just finished. I'm not using Twitch at the moment. I've just been using YouTube. Hi Pedro, can I come and live in your back garden? It's starting to get a bit cold over here in the UK. Hi Erwin van der Boer. Could do with some Spanish sun, some tapas. That'd be nice. Rodrigo Perez, and not too much to be honest. I think they'll be good introductory devices, but I'd be rather skeptical in terms of using them for driving, flight simulator, or serious VR games. Serious VR games. These words don't really make any sense, but you know what I mean. I think they'll have their place, but they won't really compete with the Vive and the Rift most likely. If anything, because the hand tracking on them's not too amazing. It works to a basic level. Be good, let's say, good for using like VR sculpting tools, VR menus, adult content, all that sort of stuff, and a whole bunch of applications I'd be really good for. But for proper VR gaming, driving sims, flight sims, I don't think they'll work too well. I'm just playing Assetto Corsa. I'm just trying to find a good server to jump in. And we're trying some different things with OBS, mixing things up a bit, different settings. I've made the window smaller, so hopefully the quality looks better. Hopefully it's less distracting, because we will drive in VR, and then that makes people's heads explode. So hopefully this works okay. And hopefully my chat room in the game works as well. If I can't find a server, I'm just going to have to race AI at this rate. AC seems to have gotten worse when it comes to public server racing. Not on the sim racing system side, actually. I'll check that. But on the public server side, it's getting harder and harder to find games to jump into. Yeah, that could be an idea, Erwin. You could go. Well, you could do a survey. Might as well. Not sure how many people are online. If you're watching the stream, type 1 in chat if you feel like if you're up to doing some racing. We could have Brands Hatch with let's have a cut. Let's see, like we could do like a six lap race, Brands Hatch, and let's have a look. What car would be a good car? We'll do something slightly different. That's one other person. That's 3 people. If Erwin van der Boer is going to join in as well. Sorry for the black screen, guys. We'll have some content in a second. Maybe I can move my hands around to keep something visually stimulating. It's going to be packed. Oh, it's going to be like a Japanese tube train during rush hour. There you go. That's 3 drivers. That's all you need. That's all you need for a good car accident. Tell you what. Maybe put the Porsche Cup car on. Porsche Cup 2017. Brands Hatch. Can't go wrong with that, can you? 7 laps. 10-minute quali. That's it. I think that'll be a good combo. And I'll just keep looking at the server list here. See if anything else pops up. Oh, it's Mugello in the Titus bar. So I'm going to join this first, and then that'll give you time to set the server up. So there's AC 1.14 Tattoo Titus. So join this first. Hi Jeff Bieber. This would be the perfect testing platform. There is no wait. Okay, so I should be able to use this Hello V program to see the chat with my VR headset on. If I look down here, you guys won't be able to see what I'm looking at. There we go. Move this here. There we go. That is actually working. Perfect. So I'll just close this. Put my controllers on the floor. And we're good. Nice. Nice. We now have a chat room in game. Hopefully you guys can see the view. Does that look okay for you guys? The volume level's good. Maybe the car's a bit too noisy. I'll turn the car down a touch. Actually, I'll leave it up. I'll turn it down on my headset. Okay. So I've got 2 minutes quali. Got some Titus Formula Bath action. Woohoo! I love Formula cars in VR. Oh, I might have to turn the force feedback down a nudge. Oh, I just stuck my head through the through the cut cabin there. That felt weird. You do some strange stuff in VR. There's the force feedback. There we go. Would rather not have a broken wrist, so I'll put it down a bit. Oh, thank you, Erwin. We got that there. Maybe we should put the relative times on. Can you got oh, real time? That's it. You guys should be able to see the pedals as well. Hopefully. Nice. This is actually working. I'm really happy. Hey, Falsario. This isn't SRS now. I'm just doing some public server stuff. So I'm just testing out some different settings. See what kind of performance I get. Hi, hello people. Hello. how the game sounds now. Whoa, went over the grip there. Hi buttons, welcome back. Oh, this car's quite different. This is Assetto Corsa by Simulazioni from Italy, and we're at Titus at Mugello. Hi Tiago, how are you doing? I've not spoken to you for ages. Everybody's a Tiago Lima for Sim Racing Portugal. I've just been hitting the arse. He has done some beta testing for Kunos back in the day, but he's also done tons of track conversions, like the Le Mans track. There's a bunch that he's done. Check out his YouTube channel, Tiago Lima. If it is the same Tiago Lima, which I assume it is from Sim Racing Portugal. Check out his YouTube channel. He's an awesome guy. Built his own sim rig out. He's soldered his sim rig together in his sitting room. Are you drunk? No, but generally it's hard to tell from my driving. I'm excited for Project Cars 2. I have the deluxe edition pre-ordered. Nice. I hope the final version ends up good. There's in the press version, there's a couple of bugs and some of the cars need tweaking. There's no reason why they shouldn't be. You know, they shouldn't all be finalised in press version. If it is, I think it's going to be a really awesome game. I think most people are going to really enjoy it, especially playing it in VR. Drunk on tea. I've been drinking coffee today, actually. Right, we've got a race coming up, and it's actually quite full. Tiago should join in. Anyone else? I'm rusty. I haven't driven in ages. Yeah, but when you do drive a lot, you're ridiculously fast. So maybe about on the same speed as me now. I don't know how many litres of fuel we need for 10 laps. Probably not that much, but whatever. We're going to get smashed in the first corner, so it doesn't make any difference. Slick soft. So we'll leave slick mediums on. This is going to be a disaster race, so it doesn't really matter. Here we go. What do you think of Boston? I've never been there, so I don't know. Boston. Here we go. Lights up. Lights on the screen. Were the volume levels okay? Was the game too loud? And go, go, go. Where are we? 8th place. We're last. Well, we're not. There's a car behind us to our left. Oh dear God, we've got whistle. No. No, backing out of that. I do not want to go into that corner with a car on my right and left. Even if you're with good drivers, chances are you're going to get smashed in that situation. Is Project Cars 2 on AC level? I think it's on the same level as the other, as like the top simulators. It's its own thing. Basically, you know, if you go from Race Room to Assetto Corsa to R Factor 2 to iRacing, all of them are different. All of them handle different. All of them feel different through force feedback. It's its own simulator, really. Unlike Project Cars 1, it doesn't feel terrible to drive. It's actually the force feedback with the good cars in the game. It's actually pretty nice, pretty informative, and the actual physics are nice and progressive. And you can maintain slides, control the car. You can overdrive in it in a sort of realistic way. So yeah, I actually really quite like Project Cars 2. I was super sceptical about it because of how bad Project Cars 1 was from my perspective. But Project Cars 2 is alright. I think we've had an accident. Where's this put us? 6th place. I can look over there. 4th place. I'll accept it. Thank you. But I'm hoping to get a review copy of Project Cars 2 that's more finalised soon. That'd be nice. Okay, is that turning the volume down the game? No, it's not. Okay. I can't turn the volume down. I have to talk up louder. Whoa, there's what? Okay, I can turn the volume down now. That guy was That guy was reverse sideways drifting the corner. I didn't even know that was possible. That was some next level drifting right there. Oh dear, I need to save that. That was crazy. Totally lagged out, went into the corner, pointing the opposite direction. Right, there we go. Desktop audio turned down. That should be a bit better. Oh dear, I can't believe that. You sound like a tractor when you try and drive off in third gear. I might do Todd McDanger. I might do indeed. How's that sound for you guys? Is that a bit better? We can hear you fine. Oh well. I got took out by the lag. I couldn't really do anything. Well, Mr. Hello People, I'm sure we will get more subs. I'm doing more of the YouTube now. I'm pretty much dedicating my life to it at the moment, so it should grow fast. I mean, in the last month we've had 5,000 subscribers, which is pretty good considering we normally only used to get like 1,000 or 500 or so subscribers a month. So last month we had 5,000. Month before that we had 2,500. So it's, you know, we're growing really fast, and we've had about 980,000 views of videos this month. So that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. But we'll see. We'll keep on pushing. We'll keep driving the YouTube channel on the limit until I run out of food, or if it doesn't make enough money and I have to do something a bit more realistic. Maybe I'll have to come and live in one of your guys' garden in Portugal or Spain. I'll just put a tent over my sim rig with a solar panel on it and a battery pack, and we'll be good. I'll be happy with that, as long as it doesn't start raining, which it probably will do. I'll bring the English weather with me. Hi Rampage. Well, this has been a disaster, this race. We got took out by the lagger, but I'm going to see if I can get some good laps in. Sim race is hot right now. Yeah, I think, I mean, this is one of the reasons why I'm really happy with Project Cars 2, to be honest. The problem with sim racing, a big problem with sim racing is that it's very much its own niche, and it's been very hard for sim racing to branch out into wider market. And you've had stuff like Gran Turismo and Forza, but they're not realistic, really. I mean, the cars kind of move like cars at the same sort of speeds, and they've got car models, but you play them with a steering wheel, and it's like, well, I might as well be playing with a gamepad because that's what they're designed for. Same with Project Cars 1, although that was even bad with a gamepad. But with Project Cars 2, I genuinely feel it's apart from Assetto Corsa that's on console, it's the only other driving game on console that actually has realistic dynamics, like the way you use the throttle, the brake and the steering to move and drive is like the other simulators. So having that on console and having it be a AAA title is going to be really big for building the audience for simulators. And I think I've not tried it myself, but GT Sport's supposed to have come on quite a lot, so I think that's good as well. No Rampage, you can play Assetto Corsa on a total potato. It is one of the less demanding simulators out there, especially if you turn the graphics down. I mean, you have to think, if it runs on a PlayStation 4, you could run it on sort of a £300–400 PC. If you're streaming, look at this guy here, let's get in his wake. New PB. Hi Sim Racing Girl. If you're streaming, you do need a faster computer, and you need a good graphics card for streaming, a good CPU. I mean, I'm running with an i7 700K, and I've overclocked my GPU and the CPU, and even with streaming it's a struggle in VR. But if you're not streaming, and in VR actually you don't need that good of a computer for AC, but in general, if you're not streaming, you're not doing VR, you can play AC on a total absolute potato and you're fine. I'm playing Assetto Corsa, whoever asked. What are you playing? Hello people. I'm playing Assetto Corsa. smash the sausage. I'm getting better at smashing the sausage. I've had the practice on Race Room. Oh yeah, that track's coming out this week actually, so pay attention to that. The Imola track is coming to Race Room next week as a separate track. And it's a really nice version of the track. It's pretty similar to the AC version. Do I use post-processing effects? No, I don't. That's one thing I turn off with VR, because the computer's just too slow for it. I've actually just put together an email that I'm going to send off to MSI. I'm going to try and blag a 1080 graphics card because I can't afford one myself, but I would have thought I should be able to get one from a company to review and then compare it with the 1070. But yeah, if you've got the post-processing on in AC, that absolutely hammers your computer, especially in VR. So I do turn it off, yeah. Does anyone have a dog? What kind of question is that? Do you perchance have a pet llama? Oh, one problem with turning the post-processing off. Whoops, we're a bit wide there. Too much sausage. You can't see the brake lights on cars in front of you, which is rather annoying. But other than that, I can live without the post-processing. I don't have any pets, no. I would really like... I would really like a pet. I'd like an alpaca. I'd like 2 alpacas in my garden. But I'd quite like a pet dog, but it's just... it's too much cost, isn't it? And too much time. But one day I'll get a dog. If I ever live by the coast, I'd definitely get a dog. You can use. I think there's a thing you can edit the contrast, Pedro chaps, to reduce the brightness or increase it. It's the contrast really. And also on the Oculus Rift there's an option to change the brightness, which you might want to do. Whoa, dear God, there's a car right next to us. I can hear him, but I didn't think he was that close. Oh dear. Struggling for grip. We've managed to push ourselves back up into 6th place out of 13th, flat 5 of 10. Did you have that spider? No, I set him free. That's so cool being able to look at the other drivers. You see, I always wanted like I'd quite like a small dog, a medium-sized dog, nothing too big. Just an intelligent dog, maybe like a sheepdog actually would be quite nice. I quite like Labradors, but they're so dumb, and they're pretty big as well, so they're a bit of a pain to manage. But yeah, I'd like 2 alpacas to be honest in the garden. Even bigger than a big dog, but you know, alpacas are amazing animals. Yeah, if I lived in the countryside and had a big enough field, I'd have hundreds of them. And I'd open Alpaca Land, Game of Muscles Alpaca Land. Oh, I think VR made me faster. Yeah, I find that as well. I think it's the depth. Having the depth with VR lets you know where you're pointing your car. It just makes sense. Whereas in 2D, I think you kind of have to learn the depth and the distances through repetition and practice. VR just comes across more naturally, but then you do kind of feel like an 80-year-old that's got an eyesight problem. Because you can't actually see into the distance. Have you used the natural graphics? I have, yes, but I don't use... I've tried it out, but the problem with using any post-processing in AC is it adds... sort of takes off about 10 or so frames per second performance. And my computer's not the fastest when streaming and using VR, so I prefer to just turn it off and then just run more AA and super sampling. Look at this. Absolutely fantastic. I love the let's do them up the inside. I love the rear diffuser on these vehicles. If you like this car, guys, you need to check out Aussie Stig has a video on his channel where he's driving this in Holland at what's it called? Zandvoort. He's got a nice video where he drove a bunch of cars, and he's compared them with the simulator as well. So check that out. Subscribe to his channel as well, Aussie Stig, and also subscribe to Sim Racing Girl's channel. She's in the chat room. If you click on her name, I think that will take you to her channel. Subscribe there. She's got a, I think she recently just put out a review of the, which wheel was it? The Fanatec CSL wheel, I think, the new CSL. So check that out. Let's get all the sim racing love. Subscribe to all the sim racers, especially if you guys have come from like my Project Cars 2 videos and you don't really know about or follow sim racing. Aussie Stig, Sim Racing Girl, Jimmy Broadbent, Empty Box, Sim Pit with Sean Cole. Hi guys. Inside Sim Racing with John Sabot and I've forgotten the other guy's name, sorry. I tell you the most insulting thing about playing in VR, when I look at the race drivers in the car here, he's got a little bit less chub on him than me. Actually, you know what? The drivers in AC seem to have a figure of a woman. They definitely don't have a bulge where the groin is for a start, but also just the stature of them, the hand shape and everything. It feels more feminine, or maybe like Japanese or something. That's a bit insulting, but you know, smaller sort of thinner stature than a big chubbalub like me. The Project Cars drivers are a little bit more chubby. Race room drivers are chubby as well. Your favourite channel, that's awesome. Sean Cole should be your favourite though, because I mean, he's the ultimate. I mean, no one can beat the Sean Cole accent. I've been watching Inside Sim Racing since like 2007, and every time Sean Cole talks, I'm just like, oh, it's such an amazing accent. Are you going to Sim Racing Expo, Sim Racing Girl? Because unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it this year, which is annoying because there's a ton of people that are going that I'd really like to meet. A bunch of sim companies would be really nice to meet as well. I think Kunos are going to be at Sim Racing Expo this year as well, so it would have been nice to actually see them in real life. I've only briefly talked to them online. You live in Belgium though, don't you? I guess you're pretty close to it. Probably just get a train there or something. I know Aussie Stig's going. Mark Puck. Is sim racing expensive? No, not really. Can't say that. Can't say that with a straight face. I'm sat in like a £3,000 sim rig. No, it's a bargain. Yeah, but the thing is, sim racing doesn't have to be expensive. You can just pick up like a second-hand. It starts off cheap and then it becomes expensive. That's the problem with sim racing. It's a bit of a black hole. But yeah, it doesn't have to be. For example, I started off with a Momo black steering wheel, which I got off a friend for 40 quid, and that was years ago. It was like 2007 or so, when I really first got into sim racing properly with Live for Speed and R Factor 1. But yeah, that was 40 quid. So all you need is a steering wheel and some pedals, and you can just stick it on your desk, and that's fine. I mean, I had that set up for a year and a bit, maybe 2 years, and then that's when the itch, the sim gear itch, started, and it went downhill. And I ended up getting a G25 when that came out, which was basically the same as the G29, slightly different cogs, but it's essentially the same as the G29. And then I had that for like 5 years, the G25. I didn't even have a sim rig. I used to just put it on my desk and drive with a 17-inch LCD screen. So yeah, sim racing really doesn't have to be expensive. Hi Lino. Well, live in a sim. Yeah, that's it. I'm basically that's it. I've got to live in a sim rig. I have a wooden hand built. I thought you said, yeah, I read that as I've got a wooden hand. I was like, surely you could get like a proper prosthetic hand. Auto soft lock. Whoa, I'm going to take someone out. That was your fault, Sim Racing Girl. That crash was sponsored by Sim Racing Girl on YouTube. I've killed 3 people. Takedown. Soft lock. No, I don't. I tend to avoid using soft lock actually because I don't normally get to it on the steering wheel. Oh dear, somebody's trying to take us out now. Someone's got a vendetta against us. Whoa, he's just missed us again. He's trying to crash us. Even on the direct drive wheel I'm using, I turn the soft lock down so it's not harsh. Because if you get on, say you're drifting and it starts hitting the soft lock, it can really bounce like really harshly because the soft lock's so strong. Floofy doggos. To look at, sure, but not to. Oh, I think the race had finished, or I don't know what happened there. Yeah, to look at, but I'd never want to own one because you have to comb them and maintain them. I guess if you could pay for someone to do that, it wouldn't be too bad. Is that server up? Who was it who set up? Was it Finbarley? Is the server up? We can join on that. We have iRacing users. Oh, hang on. I think I've just... Where's that gone? Someone, Lino was saying something. Too many questions. What is going on now? Okay, we're going to go to that server. I'll try and remember the questions I just read. This is like... I feel like data in Star Trek and I've been bombarded with information here. What's the name of the server, Erwin Vanderboel? We'll get over to that. Lino's question... iRacing versus Assetto Corsa force feedback. I think what happens with that is really the force feedback is totally different on both simulators. iRacing force feedback feels more direct and more punchy, more sort of sharper, definitely in terms of like suspension, and you can use that iRacing force feedback app as well. But Assetto Corsa gives more sort of subtle feel for tyre load and for subtle like communication of what the car's doing. So I think what tends to happen is people that have got used to iRacing, that's how they perceive what force feedback should be. I honestly think AC force feedback's better in terms of the information it conveys that you can use to then drive from. But I know people are just going to argue about it either way. So it is what it is. I think in the end, if people enjoy either, I mean, I can enjoy both, to be honest. For me, it's very car specific in iRacing. So that's, you know, it's just a case of getting your own enjoyment out of it. I wouldn't ever get too hung up on what's the most realistic, because you just end up getting into a pit of depression with that. I've not played Automobilista that much. What's the name of this server, Finbarley? Is it just Game of Muscle? We'll just join this new server. What were you saying? Hello, people. I'm not ignoring you. We're getting quite a few messages, and I can only see 2 or 3 messages on the screen. Game of Muscle Pump Fest. Thank you for that. Porsche 911 Cup, fantastic. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of messages, which I appreciate. All these people joining the chat room, it's awesome, but it's hard to keep up with them all. Does the load cell feel like a real brake pedal? It depends how you set it up. These PT1 pedals, Proto Simtech PT1 pedals, you can get them to feel kind of like a real car pedal, but then, I mean, real car pedals are different from car to car. I mean, when you drive different road cars even, they're totally different. I mean, I've driven like 4 or 5 different road cars now, and they're all totally different sensitivity, different feel. and I've driven two go-karts, maybe three actually. No, two go-karts, and I've driven 2 or 3 of those like really rubbish off-roady type dirty kart things. But they were rubbish. Doesn't really count. But with the go-karts, again, they felt different again. So, and then I know people have driven sort of, you know, proper sports cars, and their brakes are different as well. So I mean, some of them are essentially like hitting a brick wall with your foot, and others are spongy. So I think the big thing with pedals is, if you were going to go and drive a real car, that the pedals allow you to be able to adjust them to get them like the real car that you're going to drive. And as on the simulation side, that's the important thing. That's what people are looking for, is to try and match their simulation hardware with the real world car they've got. If you're not actually going to drive a specific real world car, it doesn't really matter, as long as it's like feels good to you and gives you good control, which all the load cell brake pedals do. So I've just got to load the chat room up, guys. So in the game, that's why my head's floating around, because I've just got to get it displayed. But yeah, Club Sport, from the Club Sport load cell pedals up to the high end ones, they all work. They all do the job. Okay, let's get this on here. I'll be able to see the chat room with my headset on. That's the only downside with this chat room. I have to reposition it every time we load a new server, because AC uses its own separate exe for the game and the menus, so you have to inject this Hello V application each time. But actually works really well. You position it using hand controllers in VR. You guys can't see anything on your screen, but that's cool. Right, Porsche time. Awesome. I love how you honestly feel like you're sat inside of a car when you put your VR headset on. It's incredible. I think Slaven Kulorka, I think direct drive wheels make it, I mean, they make catching the car and driving the car more consistent. But yeah, in the end, I think you're right. I think it's only the brake that will really, just because of the hardware and because of how it works, will make you actually faster. Hi, One Opinion. One Opinion. That's a really good name. Oh, I just need to move my... Ah, no, I'll just put up with it. Hi, the Aussie Racing channel. Look at this, we've got all the... It's because it's Saturday. We've got all the sim racing channels. Guys, just come and join the server. Get on in. Join the Game of Muscle Pump Fest server. I didn't name it that. Yeah, I'm going to just move my chat room a bit because it's a little bit wonky. It's making me feel like I'm driving sideways. This is like using a phone and driving. Don't tell the police. Okay. Whoa. I feel like Minority Report here. I've got this little window that I'm moving around. There we go. That's a bit better. What's going on? Oh, iRacing. Yeah, I definitely find with iRacing, you kind of, there is definitely a sort of iRacing approach to playing iRacing that's quite different from the other simulators. I did find when I first got into iRacing though, it definitely made me a better driver in many ways, because you have to concentrate so much on not going over the limit. they got any good prizes then at Sim Racing Expo? Problem with oh, sorry. Not to a DJ, I'll just take pointing them off. Problem with the Sim Racing Expo is there's going to be talented sim racers there, so your chances of winning something is going to be really hard. Whereas if you find sim events that are going on just randomly, like Overclockers did one in the UK, and they, you know, it's like supermarket competitions, as there are with sim rigs. Typically, most people taking part in them have never sim raced, so you get a really good chance of winning something. On the subject of pedals, I have to say though, these PT1 pedals, I mean, I didn't buy them, they sent them to me to review, so full disclosure, but they are absolutely amazing, especially if you consider the price of them. They're a lot cheaper than comparable pedals that are in that sort of top end crazy land. Oh dear. But having said that, I mean, I really liked, and people disagree with this, but I really like the pedals that come with the T500 wheel, and I quite like the G25 pedals, and they're not load cells, but out of the cheaper wheels, I definitely preferred the G25s to the T300 pedals, which are absolutely terrible. And then I had Club Sport V2s for a while, and they were really good. But these PT1s are just incredible for it. Especially, I think they're like £250, £300 or something. So it might be a little bit more than that once you factor in post and stuff. But if you're in America, they're a lot cheaper. They're more expensive for people in Europe because you have to pay a lot for shipping. Would you believe me if I said I was a ghost? Hello People's been drinking a bit too much. The thing is that I think you can end up spending a lot of money on... you can end up spending a lot of money on sim equipment, but you don't really need to. As I say, I mean, a G25 does the job, or even I would have thought the basic Thrustmaster wheels will do the job at basic level and allow you to get 99% of the enjoyment out of sim racing. It might just be harder to hit breakpoints consistently, but you should be able to get up to pace of most people online. Yeah, Game of Muscles Pump Fest is the serve if you want to join in. It's going to be a disaster. It's only 8:50. I think it's like 2 PM here. 2:49, 3 PM. And there we go. That's what you get for checking the time in your Porsche. Server's filling up though, which is awesome. How's the stream quality? What do you guys think? I mean, this was a sort of test really of new settings. It actually seems to be working better than I was expecting it to. Nice, thanks Sim Racing Girl. Thanks the Woe of Prophecy. The Woe of Prophecy. And for it was told the stream worked acceptably pretty good. Yeah, that's an idea, but I can't do that right now. That's a good idea, Owen van der Boer, but it's not going to happen. Hi Jay Sharp. Just reminded me of Sharp, the TV programme. I need to go and watch that. Thiago Lima's in the game. If you're new and you didn't hear me last time, definitely check out Thiago Lima's YouTube. Definitely check out Sim Racing Girl's YouTube. Who else has a YouTube channel that everyone needs to check out? Get yourselves in there. 30 litres, that's going to be enough. I can't see my sidekick app, but we'll just assume that's right. 7-lap race. Brands Hatch, here we go. I'm excited. We're in 5th place. Thiago Lima's right in front of us. Jacu La Scala is behind us. Carlos Perez in front. Second on the grid, Andy. I36356. Nice snappy name. I will try to boost to JDM. It's not even 60p, the Woe of Prophecy. It's 48p, but it's hard to notice the difference between 60p and 48p, and you get a good sort of. It's less of a load on the computer. Top secret that. And go, go, go! The server doesn't have a password unless one's been put on it. Grazie. Oh, balance the car. On the throttle we go. Oh, I love these Porsches. They're so just communicative through the force feedback. They're nice and stable. Kebab shop. We're in first place. Apparently we're not. We're in second place. Bit premature excitement there. Maybe ask Erwin van der Boer. He'll tell you. Branch Hatch isn't DLC. It'll be the Porsche car. Thiago got sent into the walls there. Oh, look at that bit of smoke from the car in front. Oh, Dingledell, fantastic corner. This track is actually, I think it's only about 25 miles from where I currently live. Should really go and visit it. I've never been here in real life. I've only ever been to Donington and where else? Been to Croft and what's the Palmer Sport track? Other than that, I don't really go outside, to be honest. Just live in a sim rig, bolted to the sim rig. It's actually my life support. If I leave it, it's like Sonic the Hedgehog when you go underwater and you have to find bubbles of air. That's what happens when I get out of the sim rig. Bedford Autodrome, that's it. And I really need to find out if there's a version of that track in Assetto Corsa, because I keep having people ask me, and I'm sure there is one, but I can't find it. What will I see in VR? I tell you what was really weird. When I went to Donington on the actual track and the pits and stuff, and was driven around the track, it genuinely felt like I was in a simulator in virtual reality. It was so weird. Oh, I'm so slow. There comes Thiago Lima. Look at this. Portugal. Representing Portugal, Thiago Lima. He's had his high quality Portuguese beer. That's how he's getting the moves on us. I haven't had my tea yet. Thiago Lima, he's smoother than a bar of soap. Fortunately, he's got more grip than a bar of soap as well. Let's try and keep some pressure on him. 29,600, that's alright. I want to get to 30,000, I'll be really happy with that. I might actually celebrate. I don't normally celebrate subs, to be honest. I'm really grateful for everyone that subscribes, but it seems a bit arbitrary to sort of pull out sub numbers to celebrate and make a big thing of it. But I think for 30,000 maybe it's worth doing it. There's me not changing gear. My sidekick, it looks really obvious to you guys. When sidekick's glowing, it's like change gear, and you're probably thinking, why is he ignoring the big red light flashing? But the chat room is actually blocking my view of sidekick, so... Whoa, sideways through there. That'd be cool, Izzy. Izzy or is it Lizzie? Can't tell. What would be awesome, actually, what you probably find is like obviously all the tracks that are used for like touring cut like BTCC, Formula 1 and what have you, those will have laser scanning fees associated with the licensing. But there's probably, you know, there'll be like old circuits and the lesser known circuits. Oh dear, no, we've lost that. Oh dear, oh god, I've just run over a child's sandcastle. Sorry, might have took a child out with the sandcastle. Yeah, there'll be older circuits that won't care, or maybe just like some streets and things would be really awesome to scan and then try and model if you could. Our tyres have given out. I didn't know the Brands Hatch was DLC. I must have bought it so long ago, I totally forgot. So what I really wanted to see as well is that if someone could go out with a laser scanner and just drive around some country lanes, or maybe like Scottish roads, so we'd have like laser data for real world roads, so you can end up with something, you know, like the Highlands track in AC, but reference for someone to build a real track from. Maybe if you could go to the Isle of Man and drive around that with an LDAR scanner, that'd be pretty awesome. The Aussie Racing Channel. That's alright. Did I give you a shout out? Here's a shout out. Everybody go to the Aussie Racing Channel. I'm not a fan of street racing circuits. I really like Monaco. Absolutely love Monaco, and especially the 1960s Monaco in R Factor 2. That is extraordinary. Really nicely modelled, really nice buildings and details, and really fun to drive with the 60s cars. I don't like Monaco. I can't stand that track. It's too hard, too hard to drive, especially on public servers. Nurburgring is quite nice in AC, the mod track. But yeah, I don't have a specific thing for street circuits. I don't like the modern F1 street circuits, but the classic ones like Monaco, really like them. Yeah. Is that for Assetto Corsa, Nibu? I definitely have to let my friend know about that. Thanks, the Aussie Racing Channel. Oh dear, missing the break points. What's your favourite track in Assetto Corsa? I really do like Brands Hatch. Yeah, probably this circuit. But you know, it depends on your mood for racetracks. I think one thing that's a shame with AC is that it doesn't have like Knock Hill and Alton Park. That's another reason why. One of the things I like about Project Cars 2 is that they've got a laser scan version of those tracks. There's an alright mod track for AC for Alton Park. There's a really good one for R Factor 2. But yeah, it's a shame that Kunos haven't added more circuits to the game. I say if there was one thing top of my list for what I would really like to see happen, improve with AC would be for them to do a track pack that had all the British circuits laser scanned in it. But you know, there's probably licensing reasons and stuff why they haven't done it. But that would be nice. Thank you, James Semkin. Thank you, really appreciate it. This is Assetto Corsa, Burning Star. Hello, it's all right. Hello, people. It's like the local drunk in the village, just in the corner talking to himself. Oh dear, double upshift there. The car did not sound happy with that. I'm going to need a cup of coffee after this race. We'll continue on this. This is our server, so we're going to continue on it. Nicholas Ammo, do I get a decent frame rate with the traffic mod? It works alright, but I've got an i7 6700K overclocked to 4.4 gigahertz. So, and it does take its toll, and I can't run 60 cars. I can only put about, I think 45 was the max I could put in. Thanks, Burning Star. Hi, Keen In Network. Hello, people is a good apprentice. Hi, Falsario. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this race. I'm going to get a coffee. I'm not even going to boil the kettle. I'm going to have a cold coffee, like an iced coffee, because I'm cooking. And we're going to do another race in the server. But feel free to join, guys, if you're watching and you want to join in on this server. It's called the Game of Muscle Punt server. I don't think it's passworded. There might be some slots. Loot for Timmy's birthday. Yeah, unfortunately little Timmy died in a plane accident shortly after that video was filmed. But, you know, it's a sad story, but sometimes life can be quite sad. I think we'll do Wolf Plays. We'll do one more race on this circuit, and then we'll look at changing to Imola. Could be quite nice, actually. Do you even lift? No, I just turn my steering wheel left and right. That's all you do for working out. Oh, right. Whoa, God, I thought it was going to hit us. What's that, Sim Racing Girl? This is running at 90 FPS in the headset, and probably like it's 48 on the stream. And we have had 372 drop frames, but hopefully it looks smooth for you guys with the smaller view, and hopefully it looks crisper. I'm just going to get a coffee. I'll be back in a second. Feel free to join the server. Erwin Vanderboer can tell you the password, if there is one. Coffee time. As I stand on my keyboard. There we go. I think quali's 10 minutes, so I'm going to join for that as well. Really need to go to the shops and get something, get some biscuits. Oh. Okay. Has it gone? It should have gone to qualifying. Get some laps in. Don't want to be starting at the back. Coffee break. Yeah, I'm having an iced coffee. As you do. I live in a town, so yeah, the shop's pretty close, but there's sort of like a corner shop at the top of the road, but everything's a bit, they don't have much of a choice, so not so good. Okay. I won't go for the tightest next because it's a bit bumpy in VR. I've just been driving that on the public server. It'd be good to do maybe like the Lotus. Is it called Lotus 85? It's like the Le Mans car, but it doesn't have any of the electronics on it. We've got lemon juice, and then we've got coffee. The ultimate combo. Everyone drinks coffee with lemon juice. You should get in your sim rig, Sim Racer. Go. You've got a nice Visaro rig. I'd be in it 24/7. Though I can't complain. I mean, I've got my pretty nice SW20 here. I live in a box with a dog and a sim rig. That's what you need in life. If you've got a, as long as you've got a sim rig and a clean and some water and an occasional bit of food, don't really need anything else. Let's get a qualifying lap in. Are you going to just do iRacing though? You don't want to pollute yourself with the Assetto Corsa physics. I'm going to get... I think I will buy Forza 7, to be honest, because it's on PC. I won't even be able to get a review kit, but I probably will have to buy it. And I might pick up a PlayStation 4, so I can review Gran Turismo and then also compare GT Sport, Forza, Project Cars 2 and the PC Sims. We'll let this guy get past too, isn't it? Pete! Oh, someone's donated. Will it pop up on the... Joe B for spider prevention. Thanks so much. Well, it didn't pop up in on the game chat. Thanks so much for the donation. It really is really appreciated. I can't drive now. We haven't been attacked by spiders for at least a week now. He's gone. And that was... I need to upload a picture of that to our Twitter, because that spider was the size of a finger. And normally in the UK, the spiders aren't typically that big. I honestly, when that came out whilst I was streaming, I thought it was a mouse. I did not think it was a spider. Need a rocket launcher to take out those spiders. A spider trap won't do. Maybe some landmines. Oh dear, traumatised. But yeah, thanks so much for the donation. Really do appreciate it. Okay, let's get qualifying lap in. Best racing channel. Marcel Zebo Holmes. How do you say thank you in Dutch? I need to learn some Dutch words. Does Project Cars 2 feel as good as the Assetto Corsa? I wouldn't say the force feedback's not as precise or concise as AC, but that is in the press version, and I think supposedly things have been changed. So I mean, generally I prefer AC. I prefer having cars handling AC, but I do actually really enjoy Project Cars 2. I mean, I wouldn't be playing it. You'll notice I did what, maybe two, 3 Project Cars 1 videos, and I was a member of the WMD thing, so you know I had it pre-released and everything. I just didn't want to play that much, apart from the area Latin. But I'm actually enjoying Project Cars 2. I've got about 32 hours of gameplay in it so far, so it can't be that bad. I literally won't play something if I don't like it. That's sort of the rule on my channel. I might make one video, a sort of introductory video of something, but if I don't like it, I won't spend time on it. Which actually really annoys companies if they give me keys to things. Like Sebastian Loeb Rally, I didn't enjoy that at all. I did one review video on it and that was it. I was like, well, can't be bothered to play this. Dank how do you say that? Dankjewel? Bedankt. That sounds German to me, to read it. When I was a teenager, I had a Dutch friend and barely understand anything they were saying. Mind you, Dutch is supposed to be like old English. If you go to like, not central Dutch, but if you go to sort of the coastal parts of Holland, I think it's supposed to be reasonably close to sort of Viking old English. There's no help to me though, because I don't know old English. Are you Sim Racing Girl? You're in Belgium, aren't you? You're not Dutch, are you? I can't remember. People are from Holland or Belgium or Germany. Being a pathetic English person, it all kind of blends together. Sports Audi video, rethink design.de. What's that about? I've just said out your link there. It's like an inadvertent sponsorship. Is Project Cars 2 worth buying? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to say really, because it's going to really come down to you as a player. It's like someone goes, oh, is Race Room Racing Experience worth buying? Is iRacing worth buying? Is Assetto Corsa worth buying? In my opinion, oh, someone else has donated. Izzy, 2 teabags to you. I mean teabags. Thank you so much. Ah, there goes the qualifying lap. Really, really appreciate that donation. What were we saying? Yes, Project Cars 2, is it worth buying? First things first, I wouldn't pre-order anything ever, unless you sort of review it for a YouTube channel like you. So I wouldn't pre-order unless, and if you do, I'd pre-order just the day before it comes out, so you get the pre-order bonuses, and you know, they've only got your pre-order money for a day. I'm sure Namco are happy that I'm saying that, but yeah, I wouldn't pre-order anything. Yeah, the features in Project Cars 2 that will make it worthwhile for someone to buy. Personally, I think the Rallycross is really good fun. It has a ton of tracks on it, and the day, night, and weather driving is actually genuinely really fun. There's a bunch of cars that are really fun. So if there's a specific car in there, and specific tracks you want to drive, and you also specifically want to do day, night, or the Rallycross driving, or you want to do sort of ad hoc multiplayer with friends, I would say, yeah, it probably is a title that you'll want to buy. If you're more into just doing your sort of really hardcore lapping and league racing and that sort of thing, then you're probably happy with AC, or you probably just play iRacing. So, you know, you sort of have to factor into the type of player you are. On console, yeah, I'd pre-order everything on console, because I mean, what else can you play? You've literally just got Assetto Corsa on console. And Project Cars 1 isn't particularly good, and Project Cars 2 is pretty damn amazing. On the console side, it's like, well, it just makes perfect sense to buy it, because it's the only realistic driving game with a good broad selection of cars and tracks and everything. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. I don't know if it really did help you. I think it'll be interesting to see. Like I say, I've only got the press version at the moment, so I haven't been able to test multiplayer. From my perspective, if I hadn't had the press version and I didn't know anything about it, and I was just going into it, I wouldn't pre-order it. I would have waited to see what the multiplayer is like, because for me that's the important feature. In terms of longevity, if the multiplayer is really good for jumping multiplayer, then I'd jump on it, and because I know I'd enjoy it. And if the ranking system works, then that would be really appealing to me personally. But yeah, probably totally destroyed your hopes of a simple and concise answer there. How long have we got? Overtime. Where are we qualified? 11th. That's too much chatting. Too many donations from people. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah, guys, if you're into retro cars and retro driving, Goodwood Festival is live on YouTube at the moment. So what are you doing watching this? You could be watching Goodwood Festival. It's far better than my stream. Just open that up in another tab and have it on in the background. Are you on about Goodwood, Shumi? It won't let you super chat or donate. There's a link underneath the video you can click for donations. That just goes through PayPal. Super chat should work. Some other people have done it. I think Izzy did it and someone else did it. But don't feel like you have to donate. I won't complain. But I just appreciate it if you just say you like the channel. That's good enough. Colin Harding has it on the channel. Good boy. What's Sotheby's auctions? Okay, we qualified in 11th. Sip of the coffee. Sorry you can't join the service in Racing Girl. I'm sure there'll be like a gap at some point. Somebody will get crashed off and fall into a state of depression. It's the Porsche Cup 2017 car that I'm in. I've just got a text message. What's going on? Oh, I don't know. Oh, onto the track we go. See, you have to give AC credit for just working. I mean, this is why some people are like, "Oh, you're an AC fanboy," which admittedly I am an AC fanboy, but a huge part of it is that it just works. It just works, and that's to me that's really important. I've put way too much fuel in my car. Anybody wants some fuel after the race? We're carrying around half of England's fuel reserves in the back of this vehicle. Got a trailer on the back of the car, towing along with those fuel trucks. Hayden Boom, better to go flat out all the time, more comfortable pace at the cost of some speed. It's better to not crash, but you know, sometimes you've got to go all in. Depends how confident you are with keeping the car facing forwards. Go, go, go! Any tips on how to use a Rift with glasses? Yeah, actually, I might. You can get a VR cover for the Oculus Rift that has like an adapter on it that gives it more space for glasses. I've got a spare one of them, so if you hit me up, I'll send it to you. Well, you have to pay for the postage. I'm so tight. But normally, I think it's normally like 17 quid, 20 quid. If you can send me a private message on YouTube, and I'll see if I can send you the spare one I've got. I'll double check. I might not have the one that works for glasses, but if I do, I'll send it to you. But you will have to pay for the postage, assuming you live in the UK or close. But yeah, other options are you can buy lenses and things. But I'm not using this VR cover at the moment for the Rift because I've got a big fat head and I don't wear glasses, so it's all right. Car contact in front. But yeah, pop me a message on YouTube and I'll see if I can send it to you. Whoa! Who's that? Thomas Jensen. Look at that, his bonnet's right next to us. Ah! It's like there's a car there. VR is incredible. Hey Hugo. Oh, we're going backwards. We're in 7. Thomas Jarson. Yeah, you have to be careful buying the VR lenses because some of them are a bit rubbish, and one of the companies had big problems when they first launched them, but then they actually improved it. I don't know if that was VR Lens Lab, but the thing is, lenses are kind of the sort of thing that's quite hard for companies to get right, and to get right consistently. If you do photography, you'll know that from camera lenses. in that you can often buy cheapo lenses on eBay, and sometimes they're really good, and sometimes they're absolutely terrible, and it's really hit or miss. But if I wore glasses, that's what I would look at doing. Oh, look at this guy right at the inside! It's such a sexy car. I sound like I've got some kind of weird fetish for vehicles. And luckily he wasn't by the side of us there. I would have understeered right into him like a total noob. Side by side driving here, fantastic. Oh, we've got a bit of a smoke going on from Pete. It's just Pete. Oh, look at this. 2 abreast. I don't want to be the jam in this sandwich. No thanks. I'll be the bread on the side, but I won't be the jam in the middle. Oh, VR lens is rubbish. Okay. As I say, it probably varies depending on the quality of the batch that they've happened to have produced. But I've not tried them myself, so I don't know. I actually have absolutely perfect vision. I got my eyes tested recently, and they were like, "Your vision is better than 2020." It's not even, you know when they put the things over your eyes to test if they make your eyes better. And I was like, well, that's the same, that's the same, that's the same. I felt like I was a cyborg or something. So congratulations to myself there. It's a nice, good story for you guys. You lucky man. Well, probably worse though. I think if the ideal situation would be you have slightly bad eyesight for VR, then you wouldn't be able to see the pixels in the screen door so clearly. Hi Stig Beta. Nice name, welcome to the stream. Oh no! I'm going to run out of circuit. I need to get back on it. I need to get on the telly these guys. I can't hear what he's saying. I can't hear what he's saying. I can't read what he's saying. Is he's something about the box? The box on the right is for the CV code. I don't know what that is. Okay, then. Whoa! On the throttle down through there. You really have to sort of brake, get 90% of this speed off. Oh, someone's building sandcastles. 90% of the speed off in a straight line, and then trail brake that last fraction. Where's he going? Pete! Oh, here we go. Another sandwich being made. Oh, can you imagine? I could do with a Subway sandwich right now, actually. Oh, nice BLT. Oh, that'd be good. This is a problem. When you play driving simulators, it makes you hungry. Yeah, so you have to get 90% of your braking in a straight line, and you trail brake the last 10%. I'm not scratching my balls. I got bitten on my leg here. That is not my testicles. Unless I had like 1 metre long balls, which I can assure you I don't. It's the bloody mosquitoes in the south of England that crawl up my trousers, well, my shorts. My balls are up here, not down there. I'm not a 90-year-old. Oh, I've been sim racing for all these years, scratching my testicles and falling out of my trouser legs. Someone said that last stream. I'm like, oh, we've just been smothered by a car. Ah, sandcastle destroyed. There goes another child. Portion of child's face. Yeah, someone said it last stream. They're like, oh, I know it was a video on YouTube. Like, scratching your balls at this time. I'm like, they're not that long. I am actually dreading the idea though of having really dangly testicles. I mean, it's supposed to happen when you get older. Your skin gets less elasticy. You know, apparently these things happen to older people. Maybe there'll be like a cream you can rub on to keep your package to a moderate size. I mean, it happens to women as well, obviously. They get their breasts start sagging, so, you know. I guess once you're that old, you just don't care. Just get a little hammock. Toss them over your shoulder, and you're done. Oh dear, where are we? 7th place. All this talk of testicles. A ball bra. The testicles are the stupidest thing. I mean, if anyone wanted proof of God not existing, just, I mean, testicles. What a stupid design. Yes, let's put these really sensitive, dangly sacs that are vital, completely vital to maintaining the human race. Let's just stick them out the front and have them dangling around so that if you knock them, it's going to really hurt. Fantastic design, good job. I mean, of all things, should just like remove them at birth, and then we'll be like those singers, what I call it, castrati. VR style racing. For any teenagers watching the stream, here's an opportunity. If you are male and you do have testicles, make sure to check your testicles for lumps. And if you do find a lump, make sure you go to the doctors and get it checked out. Lots of people don't, and there's no point of dying from testicular cancer when it's preventable. So check your balls, boys, check your balls. Testicle awareness on Game of Muscle videos. We should actually do. I should sponsor the like the testicular cancer awareness thing, because there'll be a lot of guys. It's mostly guys that watch our channel, and it's actually that age range. Can actually do something useful rather than just make really bad sim racing videos. We could actually do something productive. But I think that's enough. That's enough testicle talk for today, I think. Easy Twix. Leaders on the final lap. We're in 5th place. Erwin van der Boer, are you ready for a track change? I think we should go to, like I say, the Porsche 85, was it? It's the Le Mans Porsche. Maybe it's 95, but it doesn't have electronics. But it feels like you're in a spaceship, so it's all good. And we should maybe drive that at Imola, because that's a track that's in the game by default, so everyone will be able to join. Unfortunately, Sim Racing Girl can't take part in our previous sponsorship message. You know, we'll have to do a special breast cancer awareness for all the women viewers, all 2 of them. That's what you can do on your channel. You run that, I'll run a testicle campaign, and Aussie Stig can run. He can run the kangaroo avoidance course. How to not drive your race car into kangaroos by accident, and he'll have done his part for the Australian viewers, sim racing viewers. Okay, is Erwin van der Boer? Is Erwin van der Boer here? Earth calling Erwin. Server to Erwin. Nice one. Yeah, it was alright racing. Well, we've got Drift King in front of us. .8% female. I think that's better than mine. I think I get one. I don't even get 1% female. I think I was like 0.8% female. It's probably people that accidentally clicked on the channel. Oh, Radio Brands Hatch. 87.7 FM. Yeah, it's probably people that accidentally ended up on the channel. Where's Erwin van der Boer gone? He's the server administrator. I think he might have passed out. We're being rammed here. The shoey. Hello, Erwin Vanderboer. There, look at this. This is fantastic technology. This is what's good with AC. It's got these voice-controlled servers that people, the AC bots create for you. Erwin Vanderboer, can you change the server, please? I'd be really appreciative if we can go to Imola, 6 laps, 10-minute qualifying, and the Porsche 95, I think it is. Let me just check on the game list. Oh yeah, and then if you tell Sim Racing Girl the password, if there is one, then she can get in before it fills up. What's the car? Let's have a look. I always forget the name of it. There's so many cars in this Assetto Corsa, I can't keep track of them. The Porsche. It's the Porsche 911 GT1 98. I wonder how many people have that car. That could be interesting. Oh, it's probably just because the server's full. It's 3 o'clock and it's as if it's evening. It's so cloudy. Three. I just wonder how AC with DDD wheel. Are you typing with a touchpad? AC is amazing with a direct drive wheel. Hello, Darren. Hi, RJ, I'm Dad. I'm sure half the people watching this stream are drunk. Not in the morning, 9 AM. What's going on? I'm getting tons of messages here. It's probably people complaining on the YouTube videos. Why you done another Project Cars 2 video? You're being paid by SMS. Half the comments that I get on those videos. No, we're all good. Oh, server's up. Refresh, guys. And girls. Refresh, guys and girls. Girls and boys. Boys and girls. No, almost didn't get into my own server there. That would have been embarrassing. I haven't been drunk for ages. I don't really like getting drunk, actually. I don't, to be honest, I don't drink really. I mean, I'll have a beer with a curry, but I don't get drunk. I'm too boring. Look at this car. This is a good. This is a proper car. This is the kind of car where you feel like you're probably going to die within 10 minutes of driving it. And to me, that's where the true excitement is. I mean, there's like electric cables going around your feet. Serious business. Let's get the chat room injected into the game. This should be interesting. Oh, come on. The chat room. Oh, there it is. That's why. And ACS inject. Oh, yes, there we go. So that's awesome. This Hello V thing does consistently work. It does let you see the chat room in game. You do have to use restream with it, and you do have to position it every time, but it does work. What do you think of Kate Middleton having another baby in the bin? I honestly don't think anything. You know, I don't have an opinion on it. That's a bit of a boring answer, but sorry. Welcome to Exciting Conversations with Gamer Muscle. Oh, look at this car. Porsche, that's a nice font as well. A Mobile one, again another nice font. It's important to have nice fonts on your dash. Look at all these fuses. Left, right, mirror, lights off, fan, hazard. It's got 8 ignition settings. Backlight, windscreen wiper. Absolutely amazing. That's just buttons, but it looks cool in VR. Oh, we've got the 003 GT198. The whole cockpit, it appears to be made out of carbon fibre, unsurprisingly. Send them back to Germany after Brexit. It won't make any difference if you're... That's the thing, with the way the world works. Brexit, no Brexit, or whatever political thing that's happening, ultimately, the way the world works is if you've got plenty of money, you are free. And if you don't have plenty of money, you're not free. That's all that it really comes down to. I'm fortunate. I don't have plenty of money, but I'm very much comfortable. So fortunate to be born not in an African village. Anybody born in the West is in a pretty good position. Oh yes. I mean, if you're sat in a sim rig with a direct drive wheel, what more could you want? Alan McNish is on the side there, written in the font looks somewhat dodgy. It looks like Comic Sans or something. Turn the force feed back down a bit. This nice and chilled out for the stream. No need for broken wrists. Going to work tomorrow. What are you working on a Sunday for? Do you work retail? Born up north? No, I was actually born in the south of England. Actually, I forgot. I was born in... I shouldn't say. But I was born south of London. And then I lived in the Midlands. Then I lived in the north. Then I lived even further north. And now I live back in the south. And I lived in France for a bit, lived all over the place. Dubai. Dubai scares me. I'd quite like to visit it because it looks like it looks crazy. But then their laws and the way they operate just seems really crazy. Oh God. Okay, we have to be gentle with this. Treat this car nicely. Give it a little bit of a caress. Edinburgh's really nice, actually. I've been there quite a few times, and I had some relatives that live up there. Actually, Edinburgh's a really nice city. Well, depends where you are, doesn't it? There's obviously some not nice parts, but the centre of Edinburgh's really nice. Too cold, though. Thing is, whoa dear, this car's so pokey. You can visit, I'll give you a room for free, nice. Is there enough space for a sim rig? What was I going to say? I totally lost my train of thought. Did someone say hello and I've missed them? I don't know. Sorry if I missed you. Oh no! Someone's missed the break point. It's Thomas Jansen and he's gone into the wall. Yeah, I don't know if the gearing's messed up or if I'm doing something wrong, but there's a light on the dashboard which I can only assume is the shift light. Unfortunately, I can't see the Sidekick app because the chat room's blocking it. Worst player. So, yeah, 7,500 RPM. Can you see where it hits the limiter? Alright, hello people. This car actually has a somewhat R-Factory feel to it. It's Destruction Derby, not a race. This track feels a lot narrower in Assetto Corsa than it does in Race Room. I think the Race Room version of the track's newer. It's got like the wider sausages and curbing. More excuses. I've got plenty of excuses. Part of getting good at sim racing is having a good repertoire of excuses to hand. If you don't have excuses, you're not a real sim racer. Oh, look at him bounce over the bumps. You can't get R-Factor Pro, no. You can get R-Factor 2, but R-Factor Pro is... R-Factor Pro is basically R-Factor shell, and then it's up to whoever licenses it, what they do with it. So it's not really one thing, it's whatever the person or race team that's licensed it have done with it. So it's not, yeah, you can't really get R-Factor Pro. Yeah, we could do that, I guess. Maybe it'd be better to drive one of the older cars that doesn't have the turbo on it. So that'll be easier for people to handle. Ooh. Last lap this. Oh, caught that. Yeah, the Lotus 125 is a bit fast speed, but I really do like that car. And it's Lotus 125 is fantastic to play in VR. We think of another one. What's another classic car? Oh, who was that? Yeah, Burning Star. Definitely, I definitely agree. I think some of the cars in AC do sound a bit pants, and some of them actually sound quite nice now. But yeah, it really does vary from car to car. None of them sound as good as these sounds in Race Room. Race Room is absolutely amazing sounds, and actually, oh, just took that sideways. Some of the cars in Project Cars 1 and Project Cars 2 sound quite nice. I mean, what they've got right in Project Cars 2 is the dirt and suspension noises are really nicely done. But yeah, Race Room is easily the nicest sounding simulator. I quite like Automobilista actually. It doesn't sound realistic, but the tone is really satisfying. I can't drive this car to save my life. I should probably do a video on these sounds in Race Room because it is a really good part of the game. Where are we? We're 14th. Let's see if we can improve our position. And 12th. Why is the car parked right in the middle of the track? I'll accept 12th. Let's see if we can get to the end. Oh God! That was scary. Let's see if we can get to the end of the race in one piece. I'll be happy. I'll be happy with that. You can, in R3E Crowd Pleaser, you can adjust the sound volume levels there really precisely. You can choose everything how you want it to sound. So it's actually quite good. If you mean the engine noise is a bit over the top, I see what you're saying. I'd agree with that. But I quite like that sometimes. Nice cold coffee. Coffee. Hey, I saw you on YouTube today. I don't know who this guy's talking. Oh, it's a sim racing girl. There you go. 18 litres of fuel. I thought I was being talked to, but no. Nobody wants to talk to me. They're too busy talking to sim racing girl. Lap. Oh yeah, plenty of fuel. Tyres, soft slicks. I'm gonna go with the soft slicks. We'll see. They should be fine. It's only 7 lap race. 6 laps. Soft slicks should last 6 laps. Let's go for it. We'll find out, that's for sure. I haven't got any. I'm working on it. Well, you know, I haven't got enough hair for people to want to talk to me. I need to get that miracle regain for men. Or I don't know what it's called. I just need to get some spray paint and put it on the head. I need to work out, build some muscle up. And then I can actually be Gamer Muscle. Maybe we could get like a bodybuilding sponsorship on the channel. That'd be good. Here we go, 14th place. Get ready to crash. Go, go, go. Whoa. Aerodynamic. Thank you. That's looking on the positive side. Oh dear. Get ready for a car up your backside. Oh dear. Oh God, I'm so bad. I just did that to avoid the car in front because I was about to drive into them. Whoops, sorry. I just took someone out. Dean, Randall, or Doe 2 I just destroyed. Apologies. Simulation hair. Yeah, I use NVIDIA Hairworks at the moment. It seems to do the trick. Let's get back on the tail of these cars. God Smile, Good Smile Racing. He's just done a 360 there. Have any of you guys have any of you guys, hey guys, have any of you guys played the new Sonic the Hedgehog game that came out recently? Because it looks really good. I think I might pick it up actually. Gays, can't we just call everyone gays? Hi guys. Cars everywhere. We're catching back up. We're back in 8th place now. I've had too much practice talking driving. Whoa, sideways, but they caught it. Sim Racing Girl in the green livery. She went through that corner doing a Tokyo drift. And now she's mowing the lawn. Doing a bit of gardening. Got the marigolds on. Oh, up the inside. No, not quite. It looks like a Cooler Master logo on the side of these cars, if you notice it. Whoa, so look at him. Who's that? Shuey. Shuey's going all over the place. Sim Racing Girl going for a pass on the left of Shuey. Shuey's up the inside. It's going to be a battle into the break points as we stay behind Shuey, catches aerodynamics. Lap 2 of 6. Who's going to hit the break point? Who's going to get hit in the back of the car? 200 metre board. On the brakes go. Sim Racing Girl up the inside. Shuey on the outside. He can't turn in. She blocks off the line. He goes up the inside, but she's slow. And we're coming through the outside. And there's a jam. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone. Shuey losing the back of his car. Oh, we've just been smashed by Thomas Jansen. I had to put my brakes on there to avoid going into the back of Shuey. All over the place there. I think Shuey's got a... I think he's filled his boot with water. Oh no, we lost 3 places from that little exchange. I like it. I always liked AC force feedback with the T300, but I know what you mean. I think one of the things with Race Room, especially if you've got the lower end consumer wheels, well, it doesn't really matter anyway actually, but you can configure it to really get the most out of your wheel and get as much information as possible. I was trying to hype everyone up there because we had some close action. I've got to be careful because the neighbours will have a mental breakdown if they have Murray Walker next door to them. Thomas Jensen goes off-road. See if we can catch back up with the Shuey who took us out. Oh God. I don't know if you guys can see on the video, but this car has really brutal suspension bounce when you load it up through the corners. We'll get back on the tail of Shuey here. He's only 1.5 seconds in front. We seem to be, by we I mean myself, I'm taking these corners faster It's just I can't get past people. Whoa, look at that. Bit sideways. Smoke. Sim Racing Girl's doing some more gardening. Ah, come on, Shuey. I'm running out of track. Oh, he's going to come on back on the outside. I think we've got that now. Car doesn't have that much grip. Oh, wrong gear. Let's block him off. Thanks, Dave. Dave Cameron, previous Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Totally, he's into his sim racing. After destroying the country, thought, I know, I'll get into some sim racing, that'd be good. Boxing with the boxers doing the commentary. That could be pretty good. I think you might be onto something there. Let's see if we can catch back up. There we go. There's a good cluster of cars there. Lap 3 of 6, halfway through this race. Mikael Gade is next. Probably said the name wrong, sorry. I guess we could do. Straight on the load cell there. Starting to get a feel for how much we can brake. Look at this. Getting through these corners sideways. Oh, someone's lost it. It's Shuey. And there's Sim Racing Girl on the right. Shuey was doing a 360 no scope. He's playing Call of Duty. This is Assetto Corsa. Wrong game, Shuey. Hi, Eno88. Oh dear. Oh no, it's coming up the inside. I think we've got it covered off. Oh, it was a bit loose through that corner. Strong and stable. Oh, it's like the physics of an arcade game. Strong and stable. Oh, bloody hell. Don't talk about politics. I'll set myself on fire and jump out the window. Oh, it took too much sausage. This car's amazing. Absolutely fantastic to drive. Totally bananas. Quite loose. But it's got like a bit of play before it starts slipping. Jace is a back marker in front of us, and then we've got Drapui. Fields of grain. Sounds a bit naughty, is he? Oh, we're getting there. No, I always take too much sausage. King of the innuendos there. And we're in 5th place. Not bad. I need a straw going to my coffee cup though. I always get thirsty talking driving. Who's this? Aha! Sim Racing Girl just picked one up the inside. I wasn't even I need to brake later. Right, that's it. That's it, we're getting that back. We've only got 2 laps left. I can't believe they just shoved one right up the inside there. I was too busy thinking about the sausage. Tracks on AC compared to iRacing. I think iRacing has better detail in the tracks. Oh no, I'm going to rear end them. You know, iRacing costs a lot more. I quite like the end fidelity of Assetto Corsa though. Oh no! Almost took him out again. Bumper to bumper action. Oh, they've lost it! Off into the kebab shop. That was probably my fault from the punting before. It's all about smashing into the car in front of you. Yeah, yeah, AC tracks are really nice. I mean, they are laser scanned. iRacing road surface is more detailed, and they do a better job with the surrounding environment, I think, in iRacing. But you know, you have to spend what, 14 quid for iRacing tracks, whereas AC tracks either in £5 DLC or come with a game. AC has better trees. Yeah, I don't know which sim actually has the best trees, you know. We need to do a tree study. Driving sim tree study, because to be honest, it is the most important part of a simulator. Some people say it's the sounds, some people say it's the graphics, some people say the handling. But let's be realistic, it's all about the trees and the grass. Oh, it was shaking all over the place. Shaky bakey. 5th place here, we can get 4th if we can overtake Druppies in front of us. Last lap. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I just took him out. I'm sorry. Oh no! Well, 8th place. I've almost took another car out. That's not how you rejoin the track, guys. Absolute disaster. I can't believe it. Adrius Scalus, Sim Racing Girl, and 3 other people just went right past us. Absolute disaster. So I was saying, this car's forgiving up to a point. It has about, I'd say about 10 degrees or so of controllable slip. And after that, you're gone. I have more problems with watching VR videos than driving in VR. Sorry. Best thing to do is if you watch the video smaller and then it's not so uncomfortable to watch. But yeah, I know what you mean. Why is my camera black and white? Because it's more arty that way, isn't it? The main reason I do it is because it looks slightly more crisp, especially when it gets dark and the camera's not so good in low light. I need to get some better lighting. Well, 8th place. We got absolutely slaughtered there. Look, it looks like Cooler Master. Kunos. What such a gorgeous car. Absolutely. I mean, to me, this is a sexy car. Dale Winton. Oh dear God. People don't realise when they drive into you, direct drive wheels, it's quite painful. I think Izzy, the key with VR videos is to try not to move your head whilst you talk, but it's really hard. And then if you're playing the direct drive when you've got the force feedback on high, it starts to shake. Wyatt. Artie. What's your first name, Wyatt? Does anyone know if Windows mixed reality headsets will be supported by... They should do, because they'll work with Steam VR. So yeah, they'll work in AC, and they should work with most sims. I can't believe you managed to get one up the inside there, Sim Racing Girl. I was obviously braking way too early. I thought I was ahead, and then all of a sudden this big green Porsche is smashing its way up the inside. I can imagine when you were commenting, I got excited. Did you have the voice on? Normally, when I know people are listening, I'll do extra loud commentary to try and put them off when they overtake me. It normally makes people make mistakes. It's next level tactics. Shall we, Erwin van der Boer, should we change the track again? I think it could be cool to do, could be good to do the Nordschleife. If we do like the endurance track with the GP, just do 2 laps. Let's pick a car. What do you think? Okay, let's do this. This will be awesome. Let's keep Erwin van der Boer busy. Yeah, I wouldn't be too optimistic about the VR headsets, Adam, because they are cheaper. I wouldn't expect them to be as good as the Rift and the Vive, but who knows? I'm going to try and get one to review, I think, because they do look interesting. Old F1 will be a disaster because people can't handle them. I mean, I can't handle them. And I'm pro. No, I mean, you know, they're very hard to... Oh, no, well, we could do it. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Forget doing what makes sense. The Lotus would be too hard. Something with a bit of downforce on it. No, I was thinking. I'm just looking through all the cars here. Maybe the Ferrari 312T, or let's have a look, because that's in the game, isn't it? By default, I think. The Lotus 90T is crazy. Yeah, let's go for the. Is the Ferrari? Is that in the game by default? The Ferrari 312T. Hi, Michael Fulton. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you're talking about the Pimax there. I really wouldn't. I think it's very unlikely that'll be decent. Yeah, let's go. Let's go for Ferrari 312T. Oh, I don't even know how to say it. 312T, and do that at the Nordschleife. I'm probably saying that wrong. Any Germans can correct me. But do it at the Nordschleife Endurance, the one that has the GP and the other circuit. And do it for 2 laps. I think that should be about 10 minutes, if you don't mind. Nordschleife Endurance, that's it. What's the difference between the Endurance and the Endurance Cup? Miss Toy Cupcake. I wanted to say I really enjoy your videos and first time watching your stream. Nice. Thank you. Glad you enjoy them. This is Assetto Corsa, Benjamin Lim. Well, it'd be nice if they actually sound good. I mean, that'd be a good reason to watch Formula One in person. I mean, I can't believe they went to the quieter. I mean, I understand why they did it, but from a spectator's point of view, you would want, you know, those screaming classic Formula One engines are so much. Even if the car's like 10-15% slower, which they're not, but even if they were, that's just so much more exciting than something that sounds like a milk float. I'd just put the quality time to like 5 minutes, or you know, just so it's an arbitrary thing so people can join, if you don't mind. I haven't raised Christopher. We've been okay. Someone's donated spider protection. That's kept us safe. Don't you live near Nordschleife Sim Racing? When you go to Sim Racing Expo, you'll have to get your practice. Then you'll have no excuses. I find myself just loading up the Nordschleife and just doing laps in it. It's one of those tracks that you can just lap, and it's just you get into a flow and you can just spend hours driving it and then realise you've wasted your life doing something totally pointless. But it's fun, so that's what that matters. When is it starting? Erwin van der Boer's just setting up the server now, so give it a minute. Why no? What are you on about, Burning Star? Super sampling. Yeah, you only really notice a big benefit from super sampling up to about 1.5, 1.6. After that, it's you're just basically getting better anti-aliasing, but no more sharpness, really. Server's up. Here we go. Hope we can get into our own server. How do you play Project Cars 2? Undeniable luck. I got given a press key by Bandai Namco, so that's how. I don't think they're doing like a pre-launch special or anything. Oh, this is going to be incredible. Lotus 312T. Get your gear shifters out. I will do Michael Fulton. Oh, thank you. Well, it's awesome that my settings actually, you know, that you like them. because you know, if you spend time making a settings video, it's good if people actually find use of them. I wouldn't, you know, with my settings videos, I wouldn't use them as sort of gospel for that's the best settings that you could possibly have, but they're a good start point, I think. That's what I'm aiming for when I do them. Let's get the chat room back on the screen in VR. Apparently the chat's now ready to display messages. Let's bring this over. Like Minority Report. There we go. Yeah, I'm quite optimistic for Forza 7. I'm not going to play it with the steering wheel. I need to put my game controller in my teacup now. I'm not going to play it with the steering wheel. But come on. What's going on here? I think I might need to click on something. What's this not coming off the screen? This is not working for some reason. Oh, there we go. No, why have we got a keyboard stuck on here? Gear shift's on the wrong side, yeah. Unfortunately. Ah, there we go. Steering wheel slightly off centre, which is weird. Force feedback. Well, this should be interesting. Woo! This car sounds awesome. I'm going to move the camera up a bit so it's more clear for you guys. See. There we go. It's cheating a bit, but let's move the chat room as well. Steer all the way to the left. Don't know what you're saying. Let's just line this up. There we go. A sip of the coffee. I'm excited for this. I could do some corners would probably help. Look at this, you can see the wheels out there over the front. And they've got like the cooling ducts going to the brake disc. The wheels aren't completely flat actually, flush. The rim isn't totally round, it's sort of bobbling up and down. Oh! Woo! Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay, got to be careful of that. I don't mind the Rift headphones. I mean, sure, they're not the best headphones, but they do the job. I mean, unless I'm making music or something, or I'm watching a film, I'm not too fussy. I normally wear Sennheiser 595s, which I find are really good quality headphones for the price. But I mean, the Rift headphones do the job. I think they're AKG headphones in the Rift. This car's crazy. It's quite a stable car actually. Just have to watch out for the tail on the throttle. Welcome to the stream as well, Shredditch. I think you only came along recently. There's a text file you can edit on the Rift to in Assetto Corsa to have it automatically go to the Rift headphones. Oh, there's a wall. But on top of that, you can just do it in Windows by clicking on the thing. There is a thing to mirror them. I mean, especially if you use OpenVR, you can have it mirror it as well. There's an app you can get that will allow you to mirror it. This is fantastic. I feel like I'm in a go-kart, not a race car. So close to the ground. Woo! Sideways out there. Get to appreciate all the graffiti. This car's a little bit understeery though. Hi, hello people, welcome back. Oh, you're new to live streams. Well, welcome along. Woo, airborne. Will it stick? No. I could have to use the brake around the tighter corners because this car doesn't have that much downforce. Okay, I think if we go to the pits, it should go to the race. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Might be waiting for some people to finish a lap. Not fantastic. Well, yeah, the G25, G29 does make sim racing a little bit harder, but you should be all right with it. Just waiting for the people that are on the track to finish the lap so we can get going. I might as well just drive around whilst we wait. Oh yeah, I don't know how much fuel we're going to need. I'm playing with the Oculus Rift at the moment. I tend to like using the Oculus Rift because it handles it handles the slowdown better than the Vive. I think we need everyone to go to the pits. I don't know if you can do a server message unless you force it. Well, you can force next session actually. Erwin van der Boer, can you force the next session through the admin? So I think that's the only way you'll be able to do it whilst there's people out on the track. What position am I aiming for? I'm aiming to keep the car on the track. That's the position. BH Blackie82, I prefer VR. To be honest, I always found triple screen a bit of a hassle. I think if you've got a good triple screen setup and it's set up and it's in the corner of you know you've got a place in your house for it, then that can be really good and probably one of the better setups you can have. But if you don't have that, I think VR is a better setup. And then if you just want the simple solution that costs the least, then a big single monitor works really well. So it's sort of like you kind of just go for either, you know, whichever one suits you the best. But personally, VR is the most exciting way, the most intuitive way to do sim race for me. Don't know if Erwin van der Boer's there. Oh, you don't know you're not in the session. You should be able to, through the admin, there's a command to force it to the next session. It shouldn't be flickering, BH Blackie. If it is, maybe you need to run more AA, or maybe it's not running fast enough. Jack GGG Generally, I prefer Assetto Corsa, but I like the Rallycross and the night and the weather in Project Cars 2. I like some of the tracks in Project Cars 2 as well. I don't know. It depends how desperately you want VR, Benjamin Lin. If you're desperate, I'd probably get a Rift right now. If I was just going to buy a VR headset, I'd get a Rift right now. If not, I'd wait. I'll maybe see what the LG one's like that's coming out. Yeah, this is not. We're going to be stuck waiting for ages until everyone pits, or whoever was out on track pits, unless we can force a next session. Maybe I can. Well, I can't even vote it on here. Oh, it's in overtime. Okay, it should go to the track in a minute. Every server... I don't know what you're saying. Worst part sounds like a bug. You should be able to just send it off and they'll swap it over. Yeah, it should go to it in a minute. It did say it's on overtime. So... although maybe it's waiting for someone to finish the lap before we go to the next one. That's the one problem with this circuit and the way AC does its overtime. Peter, doesn't the VR, oh my god, its real life effect wear off? Yeah, I think you do get used to it, but then if you go and use the screen and then you get back to VR, you're like, oh, actually VR is really good. So yeah, I think you do get used to it in many ways. I find with the Rift I get used to it more than with the Vive, because the Vive's got a brighter screen. I find it more immersive. It does VR better. We've got one car that needs to pit. I won. No, to be honest, it's different. AC runs slightly better than Project Cars because it doesn't have to do as much dynamic lighting or anything. So you can run super sampling higher and get the same performance in AC. Hi Dan Man. It's Game of Muscle server, just search for it. We're stuck. We're hostage. I'm just going to drive until it goes into the next session. Why not? Everyone else is in pits. Everyone's waiting apart from... We've got one guy on track. Because everyone's just waiting in pits. And there's one guy on track. I don't know where they are. Look at everyone just chilling out. Why won't it go to the next session? We've got a bit of a disaster here. We might need to... Erwin van der Boer, you still watching? We might need to just set it up so the server goes straight into race or something. There's obviously someone not looking at the chat room. I tell you what, we should just all line up on the grid. We should all just line up on the grid. Manually do a manual race start. Here we go, manual race start. Everyone line up at the end of the pit lane. And we can all start from the pit lane. We can have a pit lane race. So if we get everyone at the end of the pit lane, unofficial race start. Okay, yeah, we'll restart the server. That's probably the best option. Oh, I'm gonna have to quit out and redo the chat room. That's irritating. Well, that was a success. Yeah, maybe you could give the password to someone else as well. You could paste it in chat, and then someone else can just do the restart if we need to. I tell you what, just put it on the Nurburgring GP, not the full Nordschleife, because you know that'll just be easier. Just do like 5 laps on the Nurburgring GP. I think that's gonna be more simple and more efficient. That was a success. Great success! Game of Muscle servers, the place to be for parking. Nobody knows how to park like on a Game of Muscle server. That's what we're doing it for. I just press the play and add button, commercial break. Hit the like button if you're watching and you've got nothing better to do. Again, let's draw attention to the donations from Joe B. Thank you for the spider prevention. And Izzy for the tea bags. Really appreciated it. I've not got the tea bags yet, but we will be getting the tea bags and I will drink them with pride. The Vive doesn't run as well as Assetto Corsa, that's for sure. Yeah, the Vive OpenVR doesn't work as efficiently as the Revive drivers. Not Revive, what's it called? The Oculus Rift drivers. OpenVR seems to be a little bit more clunky. I don't think that's necessarily OpenVR's fault. I think that's more to do with how developers implement it. But who knows? I quite like the Vive. But the Rift seems to work better for the most part for simulators, whereas the Vive seems to work better for the most part for pure VR games where the hand tracking is more important, or sort of more precise room scale tracking. I mean, the Rift does room scale, it does work, but I didn't get in my own server. Oh, I can't play. I forgot to join. I'm too busy talking. I've been relegated. I've been ejected from my own stream. This is my life now. I'm just going to sit here and drink my coffee. Do you think you could restart the server one more time? Oh, what a disaster. Thanks, Colorado. Really appreciate it. It's always nice that people enjoy stuff we're doing. We'll have more Project Cars 2 content coming out. I have missed it. Wolf Plays. I've got... Oh no, there we go. I'm in now. Oh, he's restarted it. Okay, well, let's see what happens. I think, hopefully we got in on the restart. All right, Adam Randall. Thanks for joining in. Really appreciate you coming along. Irvom, I think so. The version I've got is the press version, which hasn't been fully optimised, so it's hard to say. But it seems to work better in VR than Project Cars 1, Project Cars 2. It doesn't feel that... Project Cars 1 seemed to have sort of head tracking latency or something funky with it, whereas Project Cars 2 feels really good. I hope it'll be even better in the final version. It should run even better than it does now. We'll see. Okay, let's get back in we go. Oh, I've got to do this first. Oh, it's not working now. Great. Oh, there we go. Get the chat room in game again. It's a shame it can't do this automatically. There we go. Oh, need to put my nearly put the touch controller in the coffee cup again. One of these days we're going to do that. I'm going to have to buy extra touch controllers. Okay, here we go. Lotus, no, Ferrari 312T. You can buy, or maybe it's not worth risking it, but you can get that stuff that you put on goggles that stops fogging, but I'm not sure if I'd risk it on the Rift, but... Here we go. Haha, look at the car! Woo! Super Drift! Oh no, he drove into us. That wasn't quite as smooth as I had in mind. See if we can drift this car. It's sort of flat how it handles. It doesn't seem to have very much suspension. And there's no pass with Leonard J, but it's filling up straight away. It's got a good number of people watching, which is awesome. I didn't manage to get in my own server a minute ago. We had to reset it so I could get in. You can really see the track zooming underneath the vehicle in this car, because you're quite high up in this compared to other Formula cars. Hi BRT. Yeah, but this is the one advantage of splitting up with my girlfriend. I can now waste my life on simulators on the weekend. Woo, positive. Depression, despair, and a sense of not being wanted made better by sim racing. Woo! But yeah, no, it is awesome having people want to watch some weird British guy play Assetto Corsa in VR. 10:30. Was that PM? Oh, AM. Cleaning and cooking. How's Yulia doing? Has she jumped out the window yet? And have you finished painting all your rooms? Oh yes. Oh no. Oh no. It doesn't hold out very long. Alright, thank you Erwin, really appreciate it. Thanks so much for setting stuff up as well whilst doing it. Obviously you don't have to, it's really nice of you. You win a tea bag of appreciation. 10:30 AM. Are you in East Coast America or something? Hi guys, welcome to Sim Racing. I'm playing Assetto Corsa in the Ferrari. Erwin van der Moor. He's got an awesome name. Fellow Rift owners, what do you recommend for the facial interface phone? Because the stock phone gets quite uncomfortable. VR cover's good. And if you do get a VR cover, use my referral link. but they're actually really expensive for the Rift. You can get the phone for the Vive is not too expensive. It's quite expensive, but it's worth it, in my opinion. Oh, you can do a cheaper one. If you Google my video, you'll see my crazy hack solution. But I actually quite like the default phone on the Rift. I don't like the default frame on the Vive, but the Rift one's quite good. Oh, I'm drifting at the moment, Mr. Deep. Vancouver? Awesome. Hello. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Doug McColden. I wash my Vive with the covers so I can clean the screens. I put the Oculus Rift in the dishwasher to clean it at least once a day. That's what you're supposed to do. It's the only way to clean it. That didn't work. Let's go to the pits so we can start the race. Less of this cruising for a bruising. Here we go. Off to the pits we go, and then we'll be doing the... Should jump to the race hopefully, unless it's got stuck again. Fuel. Probably don't need 60 litres for a 5-lap race. Probably like 40 or something, I'd have thought. Maybe even 35. Go 40 because I don't know with these old vehicles how fuel efficient they are. There we go. This should be fun. We should be starting near the back. Get ready for some action. Midwest. Whereabouts whereabouts Midwest? Like Texas. Finland. It's awesome that people all over the world are watching. Have you got a spa, Lutty Rake? A sauna? Australia? What? Kansas? Watch out for the tornadoes. Good day, mate. Put a roo on the Barbie. Never heard that before. Off we go to the races. Fantastic. Ferrari 12T, steering wheel is upside down. That's not a good way to start. Just search Game of Muscle, but it's totally full, so you won't be able to join it right now. I say it's been filling up immediately, so just keep refreshing it. Hello, Switzerland. Hello, Norway. Hvordan har du da? Post Bossman. Free country of North Korea, home of the great leader. The People's Republic of North Korea, Pyongyang Hotel Gaming Center. Good day, mate. Here we go, get ready, lights on the screen, we're starting from the back. And it's... Go for the for the Nurburgring GP. As we start in 11th position, cars careening down the inside of the circuit. Side-by-side action. Into the first corner. Will there be a car in the rear? No. But everyone runs right. Oh, he's been contact. But he's made it through with all wheels still on the vehicle. Only a 5-lap sprint race. Have to get as many positions as possible. We've got a car driving off-road there. It's Stefan Schulbar. He's been passed. Luke Arting in front. Stefan Schulbar, 2 places in front. Wheel-to-wheel contact with Thomas Janssen. Luke Arting in front of Game of Muscle. Thomas Janssen makes a pass. He makes his stick. It's Andrew Skelton. He's going to have to get on the brakes. I can't commentate and drive these cars. We've got vehicles pirouetting all over the place as we make it past them and move into 7th place. But no, we're hit by Timster in 6th place. I can't keep that up. Oh dear. 3 corners. Can't breathe and do that. Whoa, side by side action. Look at these cars, they're absolutely fantastic. Look at the size of the wheels on the back of it. It's like having tractor tyres without any grooves on them on the back of the Formula car. Oh, there we go. Get the power down. This is too intense. This is so intense, I feel like I'm camping. Let's get it around this corner. You have to lean your head into the corner. it redistributes the weight of the car. Why are we so slow? We need to get on the power a bit more. Who's that? We've got another car trying to move on the outside. It's Dean Randell. Oh, don't go this. Oh, we've both missed the break point. Everyone's missed the break point. 10 seconds. We've got a few penalties. We're going to have to coast this for 8 seconds here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Go! Kunos death penalty. Thank you, Laurie Britt. Thanks for that great information. It's the kind of details that everyone wants to know about. Oh, I should be wearing shoes. This is killing my foot. Oh, right in front of us. Look at the size of his spoiler. Oh my God, these cars are crazy. They look so nice. Hi! Oh no! Just driven into the back of someone and been driven into the back of myself. Hi, Irvon. Dean Randell still in front of us. Oh no! Oh, he's bounced us back round again. Unbelievable. Bulletproof Ferrari here. These cars are built very well. Oh, sorry, I've just driven that guy off the road trying to avoid the other car to our right. And they both run wide and we'll go up the inside. Okay, I'll accept it. 11th place still. Oh, was he just took me out? I think he did. Why is he taking me out for? It's not very nice. We know who you are. This game's a rip-off of Overwatch. Michael Schumacher S's. You can tell that they're that because it says so on the poster. Oh dear, we're practically last. We're going to have to do another race after this. I had an Officer Ryan called up my phone and left a message that I had unpaid tax. He had an Indian accent. I hope you gave him your credit card number. Oh, you have to brake so early with this car. I think they all got penalties. There we go. Gained another position from the penalty disaster. 17th place. Why can I hear another car but I can't see him? Oh! This car's quite fun though. It's actually, I think of this era of cars have been absolutely bonkers. I think in real life they would have been because of the suspension and just how raw they are. But in the simulator, actually not too bad. Actually quite chilled out. My dad is Microsoft. My dad's Microsoft, Sam. Hello. There we go. Just got to drive this nice and smooth. Oh, there we go. Loads of rich people are buying buy classic cars because they're tax exempt, so it's a really good way of stockpiling money. And they actually go up in value much faster than inflation and counteract inflation and any investment, from what I understand. car's really fun. It's actually just quite chilled out. Moving on up, we're in 16th. Next race we'll do better. This was a warm-up race. Bullet Bill power up and keep till the last lap. You can easily win. Well, I've got the oil slick. I was hoping by coming at the back we'd have the blue shell eventually. But I haven't managed to pick it up. How good would that be if someone could mod in Mario Kart rules into Assetto Corsa with catch-up and like big parrot boxes and then a button to fire them? That'd be so fun. Of course, it would upset the purist sim racers. I think it really annoyed people when I do those videos where I'm like, oh, this mod with the traffic's really good, it should be in every sim. Because you've got the hardcore sim racers that literally all they want is, you know, pure hardcore sim racing all the time, every day, nothing else. And then there's me that's like, I want realistic hardcore physics, but I want crazy game modes. I mean, I like the proper racing as well, but you know, it's nice to just have the craziness with the depth of the mechanics as well, the physics. Maybe I'm in the minority. I think I'm in the majority though. Hi Lavd, welcome to the stream. Hello. Is Thiago Lima still here? I think he might have disappeared off. We're in 13th place here. Final lap. Oh no, one more lap to go. I'm not a lady. I'm a lady. He's called Likachu, Dave Co. You need to learn your game characters. I mean, call yourself a gamer. Oh God! Can't slow it down. There is Mario Kart tracks for AC, and there are some mini tracks. R Factor 1 had some crazy tracks like Noddy Land and a bunch of other stuff. I'm not sure, hello people. Depends what else is happening. I'm just going whilst I am. It's a nice chilled out racing session. I, to be honest, only started this stream because I wanted to test a new layout that I'm using and some new stream settings. It all seems to be working really well. The chat room is really clear for me in game, and it's just been awesome racing with viewers, to be honest. Never end the stream. I have to sleep. Just fall asleep in a sim rig with the VR headset on and then continue off. Can you imagine? Ah, sideways through that. We're getting better. Improving the lap times here. At the moment, I'm doing the old YouTube is what I'm focusing on right now. Prior to that, I did web games, music for web games, like, you know, mobile phone type casual games, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm focusing on the YouTube because really there's nothing more fun than that to do really. It's going to be tight, for money, but we'll see what we can do with it. And if it doesn't work out, I'll just live in a tent with my sim rig, so it's okay. Thank Thick Razor. We came 12th, but we're going to do one more race on this track at least. What? What? How did he even get airborne? I can't believe that. I don't know if you guys could see that on the stream. He went flying. Ah dear, I'm overheating. Need to put the fan on. Oh, qualifying. So feel free to join the server, guys. If you want to join in, just do a search for Game of Muscle. I mean, Saturday is the day. That's where people come. Streaming day seems to be Saturday. Thanks for joining us, everyone that's watching as well. Okay, qualifying starting in a minute, and then we'll do another race. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if there's any slots on the server at the moment. I think it is jammed pack. Nice one, Shuey. My favourite VR games, room scale. I like playing Pavlov. I find myself playing that a lot because it's got like sort of Counter-Strike mechanics to it, which I find really addictive. Other than that, Echo Arena is really good. But yeah, I tend to just find myself playing Pavlov, to be honest. It's really quick to load up and just get into a game. It's a public server, but it's probably full. I might have broke my shifter. I need to fix it again. It should do. I don't see why not. I need to try that. Yeah, I've not done that many VR games recently, but I will. I'll be back into it soon. I don't have much space at the moment to play VR games. Okay, let's try and get a good qualifying lap in so we're not too far back. Try and drive this a bit smoother. So satisfying using the H pattern in a Formula car. Francis Madden, I do, yeah. I find it more intuitive. I get a better sense of speed. I find it easier to brake. I find it easier in VR, to be honest. The rig I'm using, David Moyle, is a K2 cockpit by Somatic. If you look at the video description, the live stream description, it shows all the stuff I'm using: the wheel, the pedals, and the rig. And I think they're selling this for I think it goes for €260 at the moment. Definitely the best value for money rig you can buy that's in the sort of GT seating position in terms of how strong it is and how cheap it is. Okay, flying lap. Oh no! 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 Okay, we're going to be starting at the back again. Oh no, we can do this. I think we can get a lap in here. I'm getting cramp in my foot. Should be wearing shoes with this car. I have to push the brakes so hard. 260. I think it, yeah, BRT. I think it is the best rig you can get, as I say, for the price. I don't know of any others. I'm getting cramp in my toe. I have to start left foot braking here. Not even heel and toe. No, you don't. These pedals are just. These are the PT1 pedals. They don't have any motors or anything in them. But to be honest, I can't heel and toe. I've got cramp here. Yeah, with these PT1 pedals, because the way they work, the firmness of them, you just learn the pressure, so it doesn't really matter. You can feel in the wheel if you're locking up or if you're pushing the brake too much, because they're in AC at least. Because it's got feel for that. Oh my god, well we're not finishing this now. I've totally lost the ability to drive here. There's no password, Hayden. It's probably just full. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know. To give me cramp in my toe. Three hours driving. Oh, yeah, it's when I heel and toe, because I'm literally using my toe. 18 seconds. Okay, we're going to get one flying lap. Fantastic. Turns out putting 4 kilograms plus on your toe whilst also pushing the accelerator with your other side of your foot barefooted isn't that comfortable. Need to get some go-kart shoes. Hi, Izzy. Jesus, comment galore. Hello people, is hello people a bot? Because the stuff you're typing is mental. Sometimes I wonder. Oh, I love how you can just see the road from the cockpit so clearly. I mean, I've got the camera pretty artificially high, but because you actually quite, even if you sat in the proper position in this car, you actually are quite high up for a Formula car, but then you're so far forwards in the cockpit that you can see the road going right underneath you very clearly. Well, that was a disaster of shifting, but got through the corners. Here we go, last corner. See where we place ourselves. We're 19th and we're in 6th. That'll do. That's all right. We've got a new PB out of it as well. This car's before Senna, isn't it? Quite a bit. Well, before Senna died, this car's 70s, but Senna died in an 80s car, so. Here we go. It was an alright lap. You should change to soft tyre. Okay, Burned H's in the room. Everyone listen to Burned H because he's a good driver. I'll follow your advice. These cars were made out of magnesium as well, which as you might know, if you set fire to magnesium, it's quite spectacular. Even more spectacular whilst the driver is the wick. Soft tyres, okay. Burned H has made the call. That'll do. It's easy to confuse 90s. Imola 1970 to 1974. It's got a little Ferrari trampoline. That's what it looks like. Sideways on trampoline. Here we go. Let's get ready. 6th place in the Ferrari 512T. Fasten your seatbelts. Get your fireproof race suit on. It's about to happen. Get ready for toe cramp. I mean, look at that. It's so flat on the floor. These cars literally had a plank of wood on the bottom of them as well. A magnesium car. I mean, if you're going to die, you might as well die in a nice firework display, to be honest. Trigger, trigger, trigger rage. Okay, here we go. Look at the car in front of me is turning the steering wheel. Him going on his gear shifter, driver doesn't know what to do. Okay, here we go. Lights on the screen, and it's go, go, go! Oh dear, these do hook up. Just, oh no, I've got my second gear problem I need to fix. Oh no, technical problem, guys. Proper 70s F1 here. These soft tyres are mental. Oh, hello, we've been knocked there. On the note of the shifter, I'm using the experimental early SHH shifter. The SHH guys are actually going to send us the 7 pattern one soon in the post to review, so that'll be awesome. It'll be really fun to compare it to this one because this was their first. This is their first one they did. It was the 3D printed shifter, and it's actually lasted for a good 2 or so years. I mean, it's still fine. I just need to adjust one of the buttons on it. But it'll be really interesting to see what it's like with the 7 pattern. Who's your favourite British... Whoa, tyres in the face, sorry. Favourite British race driver? I don't have one. The only driver I like, Robert Kubica. I mean, who else? He's the only driver to like, to be honest. Daniel Ricciardo seems alright, but... Yeah, Robert Kubica, he's the only driver that would get in a rally car, drive into a tree for no reason at all. So, on the Tom Elephant in touring cars, that's it. He's a classic driver as well. But yeah, got Robert Kubica, what a legend. Thanks, Kramit. Oh, we've got the car right on our inside. Oh my god. Dive bomb. Oh. Who is it? Good Smile Racing. Bit of wheel contact. We managed to hold our position by taking him out. Robert Kubica. Pastor Maldonado. Yeah, Pastor Maldonado is clearly one of the top drivers. In terms of entertainment value, name another driver that's going to cause as much damage. Oh, look at that move. Oh, it didn't really stick. Look at that understeer. On the throttle, balance it. Drift up the inside. Good Smile Racing. He's not smiling now. Bad smile. Oh no, he's still there. Oh, he's pushed us wide. Oh, we've got a problem with second gear. It's like having the faulty gearbox. Oh no, we've just been punted. Pascal Krischer. I'm sure I've seen him before. We're going backwards. Getting jiggy with it. You do actually have to concentrate with this car. When did you get it for €32 on like a CD key website? RussianKeys.ru.thisisnotillegal.keydan.com. Let's catch back up with these guys. Your mum came in the house and escaped. Yeah, that is one bad thing with the Rift. Oh, dive bomb up the inside. The worst. Have you got any horror games? Because I've had people come in the room whilst I've been playing like Dread Halls on the DK2, and that's terrifying. Lutirate, watching you drive just makes me want to jump to Nordschleife track day server even more and more. That driving fever feels. Probably because you're watching me drive so badly that it's triggering you. You're like twitching. You go, oh, I can't take it. He's driving so bad. I can drive so much better. It's like when you watch someone like really bad at pool or When you're good at something and you watch someone tear it, it's like playing tennis with a toddler. It's so painful. Oh. It stimulates the brain more strongly. I find eating spicy chicken wings whilst driving stimulates the brain even more whilst driving. 2 laps to go, we're back in 5th place, we've completely destroyed the gearbox, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't think VR is perfect to watch unless you're one of those people with a chicken head. And, whoa, sideways through that, and you can keep your head nice and stable. Oh no, technical issues. Do you live in like a jungle, Leonard? Oh! Whoops. Oh no. I need to sort that out. I can hear another. Oh no, it's our car echoing. Easy mistake to make. We've got these tyre marks from everyone locking up. What is this hello people? That's got to be a bot. Hello people, are you a bot? Maybe that's why we've got so many viewers. Half of them are probably bots. Someone's probably spamming us or something. I don't know what. Let's, hello people, what's your favourite flavour of ice cream? That's the ultimate bot test. That always catches the bots out. No, you have to ask them like a human question. See, they're not even responding. Clearly, we've got a bot invasion going on. It probably just types nonsense messages, and then every 300 messages, it types like an advert to something. And oh dear, this is second gear is not operational here. Oh, you actually spoke to him, okay. They're just crazy. Oh well. We're all a little bit crazy, so it's all good. Vanilla with chocolate. That sounds like a suspiciously plain choice of ice cream there. Click here for human verification. What, have we actually finished? I don't know. I've not got a flag. It says leaders on the final lap. We're just that far behind. Hi ICWTGH. Is Erwin van der Boer still here? So we could do with a car and track change. I need to get a flappy paddle card because I can't use my second gear at the moment. Oh! Why's that guy taking me out? No, the race hasn't finished yet. We've just been murdered by this guy. I'm not actually a human. I'm a really... That's why my writing's so bad. I'm an experimental artificial intelligence that's got a weird British accent. I am a human. If you can't take it, don't dish it out. Oh, what? I'm taking it up the batty. This guy's absolutely smashing me. This guy is totally hammering my arse. Well, so much for the end of that race, but it was alright whilst it lasted. They do have robots play games. Did you see that that press thing where the guy was complaining about Cuphead because he was saying it was too difficult, even though it's obviously not? And someone got a video of a pigeon working out the same problem faster than the games reporter. Just type in Cuphead game reviewer versus pigeon in Google. It's pretty funny. Right. Erwin van der Boer, is he still alive? If he's still here, we'll have to change server to a new car, I think. Oh, oh dear. We just had a car go right into us there. Google has been working on Gamer Muscle for years. The ultimate AI passed the Turing test. Supreme obnoxiousness said it takes it off the battery. That's that's the ultimate Turing test. That. Actually, you know what? It's 5 o'clock. I think it is time to stop this test stream. See, Owen van der Boer's dead. I'm going to need a break. I realise we've been going for about quite a few hours. I'm starving. The belly has spoken. So on that note, guys, thanks everyone that came along and watched, and everyone that joined in the racing for a test stream that was pretty good, I have to say. It was a pretty good test stream. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel and watch out for our videos that will be on the way. And watch this slowly as the numbers drop off as people realise that the stream's stopping. That's alright, SWA Gaming, I'm here to be hitting too. It's my job in life. There we go. 7 out of 10 test stream, thanks. Alright then guys. Till the next one. Goodbye. That was a smooth ending. I've not even got the stop button in my hand. There we go. Goodbye.